LaMelo Ball and PJ Washington. What do they have in common? Yes, they are both teammates on the Charlotte Hornets, but want to know something else they have in common? They are both about to potentially pay millions of dollars in child support for making a simple mistake. That mistake is dating an Instagram model. In today's video on the Alvini Linguini channel, we'll be going over how so many athletes get tricked by Instagram models, or just women in general, and lose out on so much money, examples of this happening to them, and of course, talking about the main subjects of this video and to show this uprising problem in LaMelo Ball and PJ Washington with your boy, Alvini Linguini. Now, I want to preface now that I'm trying to stay as chill as possible on this issue. Lord knows I can roast the hell out of these females that do this and have a good time while doing it, but let's look at this issue with a keen eye, see why this happens, and just have a good discussion about this topic. But with that being said, you already know what I have to do. The like goal of this video is the usual 1,000 likes to help support the channel. Subscribe if you are new for more interesting sports content every week for your enjoyment. And finally, follow me on Twitter and Instagram for the inside life of Alvini, and follow me on Twitch for weekly streams. But with all that out of the way, you already know who it is. Roll it!
He incurred an injury dealing with weights in the weight room, so he's stitched up in the left hand doing all this.
It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
So before we started this conversation, let's look up a definition of an Instagram model.
Girls on Instagram who Photoshop all of their pictures, wear pounds of makeup and have 250k followers. They claim they're models.
An extreme selfie taker, usually with a nice body, broke, with hopes of an athlete hitting them up in their DMs to meet up and bust one inside them to get pregnant.
They actually have no talent, tbh. They cake themselves up and live their life through social media, always posting pics and showing people their life when in fact they have no real skills or personality. They complain that people treat them as object when that's all they are. You present yourself as nothing but a piece of meat to look at, so don't get mad when people call you that when you have nothing else to offer.
Well, those aren't very positive definitions of Instagram models. It's mainly because anyone can be an Instagram model if you really think about it. And no, not the same type of anyone can be something. I mean, truly anyone can be an Instagram model. Hell, I could even be one if I just had a good enough phone and some good places to take pictures at. Anyways, in the sports world, we seem to have a problem with athletes getting with these Instagram models and getting in some type of controversy with them, whether it's a pregnancy scare, child abuse issue, assault issue, etc., etc. But with our two main subjects, and PJ Washington and LaMelo Ball, it's no different. But to continue on what I had to say about this, Instagram as an app is becoming the new age of online dating in a way. You can set yourself up with the most perfect human being imaginable, with the ability to use photos to market yourself in a certain way. And with as many candidates out there in the world, all you have to do is make your pictures look professional grade, and boom, Instagram model. Seemingly normal people can be an Instagram model just like that. And people will follow you for your appeal, whether it's because of your assets or, I guess, your assets. From there, like the song goes, it goes down in the DM. Because these same people, when they eventually get enough online validation through followers, can now be a prime candidate to go after athletes. Or in some extreme cases, well, we'll talk about that later. But that's the basic formula for some of these people. Why is this a thing? Well, in the case of Brittany Renner, PJ Washington's baby mama, her explanation is athletes are dumb.
I experienced the worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb.
According to her, it is that easy. No more getting stranded at all-star weekends trying to meet one at a club or something. Yes, that is a real thing that happens. There are people who will go to great lengths to try to meet the athlete, but now the games have changed. But with that intro part done, let's talk about the situation of PJ Washington and LaMelo Ball. On February 16th, 2019, this now infamous picture of Brittany Renner was taken at Rupp Arena, home of the Kentucky Wildcats. And probably not because she was there to watch some hoops, because she loves some basketball, right?
My favorite basketball team is whatever NBA player I'm fucking.
Now, who was on the Kentucky Wildcats at that time? Only the leading scorer, rebounder, and future 12th overall pick of the 2019 NBA draft, PJ Washington. Ever since the ongoing situation between PJ and Brittany, people have accused Brittany of going to Kentucky Wildcat games where 9 times out of 10, if you're good as a freshman or in his case a sophomore, you'll be an NBA draft prospect to bag herself a future NBA player. And guess what? She succeeded because Brittany had a child with PJ and then proceeded to ask for child support upon separation with PJ. Now let's go back to where this all went down at the beginning of this section. Brittany, who was 26 at the time of that picture, was going to Kentucky Wildcats games to scout out young boys from anywhere as young as the age of 18, and in PJ's case he was 20, not even legally able to drink yet, and trying to coerce him to have a relationship with her for an ulterior motive. Now I will ask, doesn't that sound a little bit predatory to anyone? And what I really want to ask is, did anyone at the Kentucky basketball staff care about how their players could potentially be swarmed by chicks wanting some type of attention? Rarely do we ever go after women for doing that sort of behavior, and I think it should be talked about more. The only time I've seen a person ever get made fun of for doing that sort of thing was that one time when that one girl took a picture of Zion Williamson Snapchatting her. Other than that, it rarely ever comes with consequences. But who knows how PJ Washington could have fell for this trap. While going online, I found some explanations for this problem, for people talking about how athletes will go after vanity rather than any other real attributes that can lead to an actual relationship. And I'm sure that urge gets stronger and stronger, considering PJ and many other athletes have women throwing themselves at them from all angles. Unfortunately, he made the wrong decision and is now paying the price for it, bringing a son to this world that he can't even see, paying out thousands of dollars a month for 18 years to a woman that used him, and I think what makes this a whole lot worse is what Brittany is saying post-separation.
Hey y'all! Hi. It's officially stepdaddy season. Yeah, what up? I got the car seat in the back. Let's go to the park. Don't let your baby mama or your baby daddy block your blessings. It is so ghetto being a baby mama, and thinking about multiple baby daddies is scary. But, me and my baby gonna be alright. We're gonna be alright. So we're moving forward, onward, upward, okay? I know a lot of you are skeptical about talking to people with children, but I can assure you, the baby mamas now, today, we don't give a damn. You can have them. I have exited the rat race. I am not a threat. I want you to be around for a long time, not a good time. You can hold my son, put him on your story. I trust his judgment.
But it doesn't end there with PJ, because he's doing the same thing over again. Yes, you heard me right. PJ Washington has been caught with another Instagram model, Eliza Chanel. My man PJ, come on bro, you're making us all look so bad. But you know what's even worse about this? You think if you see someone make the same mistake around you, you learn from their mistake and not make the same one. Well, it seems that common sense doesn't run in the Charlotte Hornets locker room, because LaMelo Ball might be in a world of hurt also. LaMelo Ball, last year's reigning Rookie of the Year winner. Well, some say he's winning on and off the court, because near at the end of the season, there are many articles about him dating two people. Tiana Trump, which I'm sure a lot of y'all know about, and Anna Montana, again, another Instagram model. We'll talk about Anna later, but let's first talk about the, can I say jokes on YouTube? Fuck it, I'll edit it out if I can. First, let's talk about the throat goat, Tiana Trump. There isn't much I can say about this subject because of the fact I'm on YouTube.com, but let's be real, there is no reason the 19-year-old LaMelo Ball should be with the 26-year-old Tiana Trump. I know the common argument is, oh, let them live their lives, he can make his own decisions on who he wants to date. Well, to the people asking, this is just like the PJ Washington situation. LaMelo is 19 and Tiana is 26. Same age exactly when PJ and Brittany started their own little fling. LaMelo Ball made the 3rd overall pick of the 2020 draft, just winning Rookie of the Year and seeming to be on the path of superstardom, is a hot commodity, and the man can't even drink yet. Luckily, it seems they're split for now, but I think a more alarming red flag is the fact that Tiana Trump and Brittany Renner are best friends. So you can only imagine what type of conversations we'd be having if Tiana was able to trap LaMelo in the same boat as PJ. But on to the next person, Anna Montana, the Fashion Nova ambassador and the Instagram model. Yeah, let's just to get this out of the way, the woman is 32, legit 12 years older than LaMelo. That's bad. And what's even worse is the fact that recent articles have talked about a potential pregnancy scare between the two of them. A 20-year-old, not even full-on legal adult, and a 32-year-old woman. That's scary to even think about, especially if the roles were reversed. And I think what I hate about this situation the worst is the fact that LaMelo Ball should know better. PJ Washington's already going through with Brittany Renner and got screwed over, which should be enough reason to chill out with these females that have ulterior motives. But this dude, and again, this is what makes it even worse, this dude LaMelo has his own dad trying to tell him the same advice that a lot of people online are saying to these athletes.
You're never gonna meet a nice woman. Especially in basketball. You're not gonna find nobody like I found your mom or my mom and dad. Because here's the thing, if you're in this profession, which you got all this fame and notoriety, how are you gonna meet a good girl? You're not, because what you're gonna meet her in the restaurant where you eat, or you're gonna go to a club where you dance, or you're gonna meet her at the arena. So I hate to tell you, you're gonna meet a hoe. Just how it goes, son. And then you gotta wonder, then the first thing they're gonna say, oh, I didn't know you did that, man, with the Googling and all this. Oh, yes, they do. They know about you before you even get there. So, son, that's the bad part of the life you're gonna get, is you're never gonna meet a good woman. And by the time you do, let's say you get 30, and then you meet a woman and she 30. You gotta wonder why she by herself at 30. So there's something that's dangerous, no matter how good they look. But have a good time, son. I feel bad for you, but hey, I love the fact you made it.
What happens if one of the kids brings home, in your words, a hoe, and you know that you got a bad situation?
I already seen them. They already bought a few through here. I'm telling you. Oh, Lord. Hey, a lot of them look good, and man, but they got different motives. And hey, I just tell them to be careful out there, man. But you never gonna know what you get, because usually, where do you meet a nice woman? If you have a job and you go to your job every day and she works at the job, you see her every day, you know what she's about. You go to school, you see her all the time. You go to church, you see her all the time. My sons are not going to church every time. They're not in no school, and their job is traveling to 40 different states. How you gonna meet somebody and be solid? It's not gonna happen. Sorry, you have to retire. Or you're just gonna be running through a lot of girls, and then, and everybody can be good for a few months and fake you out, because they looking at it like, oh, y'all young. If I get pregnant, 18 years of some cash. Hey, I explain to them like that and just keep their eyes open and hope the best for them.
So even with his own dad knowing the truth of how harsh the real world can be with these athletes and women, he tells his sons just to be careful. Is LaMelo Ball being careful? The obvious answer is no. So with those two stories being told, what is the main idea of this video? Just athletes, please be careful. As you can see from both of those situations, it can start at a very, very young age. My dad gave me the same advice when I was younger and playing basketball. You got to be able to weed out who's genuine and who's trying to ride the wave. For me, I was able to decipher who was in for that and who was out, but for others, they like the fame and the women that come with them playing at a very high level. Only problem is if the women are coming after you in an Instagram DM. It's probably not a good idea. Another quick example before I end this video is when Bol Bol gave his Instagram model ex-girlfriend Milan Hernandez $5,000 for seemingly no reason, as shown by this Instagram story, but she refused to take it to show that she was not there for the money. However, she then posted a TikTok of her dancing to Gold Digger for Life. Luckily, Bol Bol got out of there while he still can, but again, whoever is watching this video, be careful out there in the dating world in all facets of the game. Anyways, as always, I hope you enjoyed today's video and learned something new, as my vision for this channel is to inform and entertain. Again, like the video for more weekly sports content, check out my social medias for the inside life of Alvini and other channel news, check out my Twitch where I stream weekly, not to go to shit like this all the time. Is that Ball? Ball, please, bro. Please. Oh, that's Glizzy. You L! Why are you an L? You did this 2 times! You're an L! You are an L. You're an L. Lag. L. And lastly, if you want to talk to your boy, there is always my Discord. Links in the description. But with all that out of the way, this is your boy, Alvini Linguini, saying peace.